Dave here. How are you? Today is the 30th of August 2020, the second last day of winter for us in Australia. I hope the stream is coming through well and you can hear me, and everything down here is looking fine. I'm reading down the side here. We've got, thank you very much, Ian. I see we've got some things happening around the world. There's a lot of wind and storms and everything happening down in Melbourne. And, on top of everything else, this is not what they needed. Fires in California, which is, just reminding me of last November for me here. So my heart goes out to all of those people that have got property in danger, and lives and livestock and wildlife all, being decimated. It's a horrible thing. It really is. Anyway, what we're going to do today is I will get my run sheet. But look, let's get on top of that. Let's be positive. I'm a glass half full guy, probably 95% of the time. Sometimes I get a bit down. I don't know. What about you guys? Do you ever get to a stage where you think, oh, stuff it? And then you get back in the saddle and off you go. Okay, on the show today, the woodcart assembly. We're going to actually glue this thing together. I was thinking about using the domino to help it along, or maybe some pocket screws, but I'm going to go way back, and I'm just going to do a glue with a couple of pins, and then I'm going to screw it together. As I keep on saying, I'm trying to keep a lot of these projects so that just anyone can do it. Loud, not load. Okay, I guess. All right, okay, so you wrote load coming through nice and loud. Okay. That anesthetic still tracking around in your system, is it, Ian? Okay, we're going to show you also a viewer's project. It's a stool created by New to Woodworking, Kevin. The winner of the eye muffs, I'll let you know. I normally do that towards the end of the show. I'm not going to tell you at the beginning because you'll all nick off. Now also I've got something as well. I really do want you to, we're going to do this straight up at the beginning. I want you to send in pictures of your better halves projects. Now, if you've got a partner in life, and I found a lot of people that do woodwork, their partner also is very gifted and talented as well, and would love to get into doing some woodwork. So Vicky is jumping onto the lathe here. And remember, I made that cart for the lathe, and I said I'm going to take it out because they're messy mongrel things. Well, Vicky's decided that she would love to have some lessons, so I'm teaching her a couple of things regarding that. So, and another project she's doing is she's restoring this old glory box, cabinet, blanket box, whatever you want to call it, for one of my daughters. She's stripped it all back and she's painting it high gloss white. So it's going to have padded seats, all that kind of stuff. You can see the seat just back to the right-hand side. And I love these kind of projects. So I'm encouraging you to send me some photos or some video of what your better half is doing if they are interested in woodwork. Now, it can be, better half could be a woman, better half could be a man, whatever. Anyway, all good. You did that last week with Ashley's cross-stitch stand. And I'll tell you what, my wife she smiled so much she nearly cried when she saw Ashley's video, and right at the end when you said to her, "Are you happy?" Because that's something I say to Vicky as well all the time. I say that, and she said, "Oh, he loves her." All right, that's enough of the soft stuff. The wife would love to learn marketing on a scroll saw. You're not buying. Okay. Anyway, as I said, send me some pictures or some videos in if you have their permission, obviously, because Ben didn't do that. Ashley roused on him and said she was still making lunch, but he's got to make his own dinner from now on. Collateral damage, I guess. All right, and springtime in the Blue Mountains. What I thought I might do is a weekly shot. Now, this is just a picture of the blossoms that are starting to come out on my favorite tree on the property. I bought this weeping cherry about 30 years ago and planted it. And you can see it here. This is it as at now, and it's a good 15, maybe 20 feet tall. And when that thing is full in flower, it is absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to take a video like that every week. I'm just going to pan straight up the side so you can experience what I'm experiencing here in the Southern Hemisphere as spring is coming on. So I just thought that it's such a beautiful tree, and we're into wood, and I love the trees as well as working with the product that comes from them. All right, I think that is it for the moment. What we're going to do, move a couple of things out of the way, and I'll bring the other cameras into line as well. First thing is to bring the base over. Quick read. You like Vicky's new workshop, do you, Peter? Yeah, good on you. Now, these parts here, I didn't cut on the show, but it's very easy to understand that one side, I've got drawings here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on this camera. I've got the center line of where the piece is going to go. So I'm going to have a piece of plywood comes down here as a divider and a piece of plywood here. And I've got these lines here so I can drill through there and not stuff it up. See, on the inside, you can see I've actually drawn the thickness. And if you look really closely, children, you will see this is where Dave stuffed it up and cut to the wrong line as I had to glue another piece in. But it's all good now. All right, so this is going to be my left-hand side. I'll bring it back here a little bit so you can see it. I might have to swing that camera around just a touch. Give me a second. I think if I swing that around to there, that'll help. And what else have I got here? Move that out of the way. We'll need the base, of course. Now the base, as I said, I had a big chunk of 33mm thick particle board. So we're going to use that on the bottom and bring that up to there. And if you cut things nice and square, they stand up. See that? All right, the next thing I need is the front. So I'm going to put the front on first. And again, I cut all the steps in here so you can, this was a panel this big, and it's pretty easy just to work out where you're going to cut the slots. You do it to your own accord. Now, again, I try and write inside, and each one of these parts is labelled. Remember when we were cutting them out, they're all labelled? So you can see down here, it says inside. You may or may not see that. Where did the Stanton bench go? I've moved it because I'm doing an assembly at the moment. So this one is going to go here. So I'm going to, first of all, I think this is the one I've got to do first. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm going to run some glue and pin this on first off. Move that out of the way. All right, bit of glue along the side. I'm using this stuff without, oops, here or there. I'm using this stuff because it's a longer open time for clamping. So it's the green one. And we're not going to do a lot of glue spreading with the brush because it doesn't really need it. This is going to be glued, nailed, and screwed. So I'm going to drop that down there straight away, put this up before it has a chance to do any running. Bring it up in line with the edge and the other edge. And bring it back to me a little so I can get the nail gun in there. I may even switch over to Carl Camp for this one before it all falls over. Now give me a second. I've got to put a nail or two in here. Hi David, great to see you again tonight. G'day, relax and enjoy music. Now I want you to stay there. Don't fall over. It's going to go. The problem is the nail gun is over there. So I'm going to be, I'm not going to be an idiot. I'll just take it down. And there we go. Cool. And a pin in here to start me. Okay, so that's not going to fall anywhere. And now I'll switch the camera around the back I'll have a look at Carl Cam. Yeah, it's probably going to be the best. There we go. Right. Cool. And another nail down here. And one in the centre. Or a few. All right. That's going to hold that. And I'm going to spin her around a little bit so I can see what's going on. Of course, when I did the glue up earlier, I'm looking for a rag now. This one will do. I didn't have the monitor and the computer and everything on the bench here either. I'm quickly going to wipe that glue off that's on here. The great thing about the laminate top is that I can leave it and it'll pop off. The glue just pops off. It doesn't get a bond onto this. All right, now I've got the tall end here that's going to go on this. Hello, Nessie. Have you come to say hello? All right, quickly come up and say good day to everyone. Look up there. There's a camera up there. Can you see it? All right, there you go. She's probably going to just hang around in here with me while I'm doing this. I've got the tall end, which is this panel. Switch cameras again. Probably go around to camera 3. There we go. All right. She's under the sink. Didn't drive me crazy. So this is the tall end, and it's going to go onto there, like so. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue there and a bit of glue there. Okay. Now I'm not using any blue tape. I'm just putting it on, and I'm not worried about squeeze out. If I have squeeze out, well, good on it. I really do encourage you, if you're going to do a job like this, to do a dry fit to start. And I should really have these on like that. Remember, we're giving one of these away today. I'll pull this back a little until it lines up. That's the great thing about having this line drawn. I can see where everything's going. Cool. And one of the guts. Where are we? Rotate it. Around. All right, that nail nearly came through. Just a little bit of a nip there. I am going to use that system that some people were talking about, if I can find them here. There we go. And that is to use a paper straw. Okay, you hear? So here's the paper straw. I'm just going to pinch it. And then I can run it up the inside. The plan is to collect all the glue, but obviously there was more glue than was able to be collected then. So then rather than throwing the straw away, you just cut the end off. Even got more in there, look at that. There we go. It's clear of it now, and then run it up there again. That looks all right. And I'll go down that part. Cool. Okay, let's put the other end on, the small end. The short one, okay, which is this one. Again, I'm reading inside, so I know where I'm at. And that's looking pretty good. Okay, bit of glue on there. Hey, nice. I really enjoy cutting stuff out, and then just as it's going together, you think to yourself, well, that's all right, isn't it? It worked. She may not hang around while I'm using the nail gun. She doesn't like it. Yep, she's looking for the door. Beautiful. She's gone. Okay. It looks weird, doesn't it? You think, man, how's it going to work? I get grab the this guy again. So I'm guessing you guys are going to be chatting amongst yourselves down there while I'm doing this. I'll quickly clean this off the inside. What kind of projects, while I'm doing this, you guys can talk to each other and just let everyone know what kind of projects you're up to. Now here's something that is going to be pretty important. This is a spacer that I've made. Now this is going to go in between each one of these. So it says here, partition spacer for the wood storage. The front part is plywood and sheet products. The back part is wood storage. Now, I'm going to drop that in there and then put a bit of glue on this panel and then put a nail in the bottom, bring this up near the top, put a nail in there. Then I'm going to move it along to the beside that, and again and again. And fingers crossed it's going to work. Let me see, we need some glue on there. Where did I put it? There it is. Okay, this one here. Done. And a little bit across the bottom there. I'm guessing that's where it's going to go. I should have really put it on the actual piece. Now, I've got to find that actual piece, which is, where are you? Here it is. I got the clamps out ready to go as well, but I don't know if I'm going to use them. We'll see. So this is my number 6, and it should go there. And how much easier is it going to be when I drop that in and I can push it up square against it? See, that's holding it square at the same time. Little things like this make life so much easier. Stay. All right, now I'm going to spin it around, hopefully. You like the straw trick? It's not mine, I borrowed it from someone else, but it works. But the spacers work brilliantly. Okay, we got it there. At the bottom it's perfect. I don't have to wonder where I am. I know where the nail's going to go. Got it. I will pull that up with a clamp. Actually, I'll tap it back with a hammer. I should have put a clamp on there. Just tap it back with a mallet. So you can see how it's starting to go together. It's beautiful. Now what that did also was it pulled that off there a little. So lovely. We'll put a clamp on this one. I think something around about a 300 will do. Oh, if you weren't aware, these things open up to about 70 millimeters more than they're specified. I take all their little stuff off the end, then you can open it up and you can go a little bit further than that, but it'll go more than 300. That's pretty fine. Pardon me. Having the clamp on there stops the nail pushing the receiving part of the timber away. That's all good. Get my spacer. Push that up and in. We'll get there. And a nail. All right, that's not looking too bad. I'll drop that spacer out of there. Spin this around so you can see what I'm up to. And it's had a little bit of movement across, so we'll shift that back. That's perfect there. If I don't get it right here, I'm going to have all sorts of bother. Now, I want to hold that in position and without it moving. So what I'll do is I'll put another piece here on this side and put a clamp on that. So it doesn't go anywhere. Cool. Okay, nail in there while I can. Okay. Put a few in. All right. Put that off. And move along to the next one. There. And the next piece to go in is this one. I need to take those off for the moment. Have a quick drink. All right. There we go. Like that. To there. I can drop that down. Push that in. Put that block in there again. In there. Nail gun. Cool. And at the top. See that? That's huge. That would have been terrible. Undo this one. Put it on here. Good. And a nail. Or two. I'm nailing on the center line. It's just, you have to identify it. See, you may or may not see it here. So I've got CL written there. Yes or no? That means that line is the one I'm nailing on. The other one is I pulled it up to. All right. Now the last one. Okay, we're a little shy there. That's okay. I've had a little bit of creep, but That's the way it goes. Okay, this one I'm not going to use the spacer. I'm going to work off the edge here where I'm at. Cool. And then the last one is going to be the other stepped one, which is the back of this particular unit. Sometimes the layout, how you assemble something, is crucial. If you assemble it the wrong way, sometimes you might get stuck and you've got no way of getting a nail gun in there to do your fixings and all that kind of stuff, and it's going to end in tears. Good. Clamp on there. Don't come off the end. That'll do. That's good. Nip him up. Lovely. Gun. Nail in there. And there. Take that off. How are we doing for time? Nearly half past. It's one of those things. I'm having to push a little bit, but at the same time, I'm pushing for time for the show and also time for the glue. But you don't want to hang around too long with the glue up. All right, now this spacer, how much shy were we? 2 millimeters. So if I can make that, oh, that's just perfect. That'll do. Another pin at the bottom. And one there. Cool. All right, that's all out. Tall, medium, and short pieces are going to go in there. We'll do a quick clean up on the glue in this area here, and across the bottom there, across the bottom there, up that side there. Hello, the dog's come back. She's getting to a stage now where she's got free run of the property and she loves to just come and visit. She's got plenty of people give her food, don't worry about that. All right, now, we need to put that on. Now, to do this part, I'm going to lay it over on its back because then we're nailing, it's just pushing straight down onto it. So it should be fine. Move everything out of the way without hitting the monitor. I'm supporting it as well. Cool. Let's go to the front camera. She's got... What do you got down there? You going to stay still or are you going to run away? Just show you she's a carpenter's dog. Where'd you get that from? Right? You get something in your eye. It's still there. Come on. All good? Do you want that? Okay. All right. Next thing. I'm going to put some glue on here, 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 and on the ends of the panel before I put it in. Where are we? So it's the center panel, and I've written inside on one side of it. As many, there we go, that's the inside. As many things to help you along while you're doing a glue up. It might seem silly when you're doing it, but you think to yourself as you're going, thank heavens I put a sign on there to remind me of which part goes on where. Come around this side. if you don't want the mess of the glue, you just nail it together and then screw it together. It'll be fine just screwed. Okay, so the ends. And the other end. And having these floor mats in here also is a huge help to me. I am using the Besseys. Because when I put something down on the floor, I'm not damaging it. Inside, where are we? That's the inside. So up we go. And in to there, in nice and close. Nice and close, look out, Nessie. And back. Cool. Oh, I've got glue all over me. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Might be the death of one of these shirts. All right, now I'm going to nail the ends where I know it goes, and then I'm going to stand it up. Look out. Okay. Here. I have those lines. Those center lines are invaluable. And at the other end, making sure it's pulled in nicely. Gotcha. And gotcha. And I think that's going to be good there. Let's try it. I don't know where that one went. Did it go over the top? Yes, I thought it might. Down a little. That's better. All right. Now, I'm going to stand it up again and turn it around and turn the other camera on. The reason being, I need to put the spacer block inside from where I can't see it at the moment, and then still be able to go down the center lines and nail. See, there's other pieces that are going to go over the top of this. There's two more pieces that are going to go on top, one here and one here, and I wouldn't be able to nail any of these. I don't need to worry about screwing the back of these, although I might. Just thinking about it, I probably better. All right, going to stand it up. I didn't need to have the glue all the way up there, did I? No. Where are we? Up we go. Now, let's have a look at this. I'm going to use the spacer from, we started down here, so I'm going to use the spacer on this end, on the back, and here, and then we'll just line it up okay here. As I said, I need to spin it around to face me. And we'll switch cameras. Right, that's a whole lot easier. I'm going to turn it around a little bit more. Now I'm going to have to nail with my left hand. So we've got, you know what, I'm going to put it on the floor. It's got to go on the floor. I can't leave it up there to do this part. Using my back and my knees onto the floor and around, walk it. And down. That's a whole lot better. I can see what's happening now and I can reach it. Bring this to there so you can see what's going on. I'll have a quick read. Yes, you can put dados in melamine. Mats are also better for your health, not standing on cold concrete. Correct. Is this a plan that Dave has to share? It will be eventually. I'm going to ask John to draw it up for me. The size of the melamine would weaken the panel. I do it, but I don't do deep dados with melamine. I do possibly 2 millimeters. Use the same caster setup as the other cart, swivel and stationary. Yes. Okay. All right. I will be using casters. You can see possibly just over on the bench over there. I've got the casters ready. They're a shorter caster. I didn't need as big. Now, I'm going to put the packer in and I'm going to clamp it. So here's my spacer. There. Push that back to there and put this on. I will put this on eventually. Get that out again. One thing at a time, David. There we go. That's released. These things are great clamps, but every now and then they do grab. Push that up to there. Start tightening it and then put the spacer in. Push that across. Like so. Gotcha. Pull that out. Okay, beautiful. And a nail on the center line. Cool. That's great. I'm sighting down here so I can see where I'm at. Just trying to think of the best vantage point for you guys. If I spin it around like so, that might be better. Possibly. And drag it back to me. Well, I've got that rag there. I'll clean the glue off the end. Tends to get all over the place, but that's okay. That's why we're using 3, because it takes, I have more time for the clamp up. I would never use Type Bond 1 or 2 in this situation. It just goes off way too quick. And I wouldn't have been able to do what I just did then. Cool. It's all looking all right. Indeed it is. Again, this is going to get boring, like cutting it out was probably boring as well. But it's just got to be done. All right, spacer. In, this is the spacer again, drop him down into there, pull that across, and then a nail. Beautiful. Excellent. Now I can go down here and nail that on the center line. Cool. Do this one. So that's got a nail in it. I'll put a screw in there, that'll pull that up nice and tight. And this one, remember, was just that little bit long, so that'll be fine where it is. Okay, make sure we're in the right spot. Excellent. Give that a clean with the rag as well. We'll probably get a little bit more squeeze out as it's happening, but that's okay as I put the screws in. Now I really do need to put some screws in this thing. All right, so to do that, I'll come down to there. I'm going to use 3 drills for this. All right. Going to this and kill the beach, crowded again. Okay, all good. Now, what I'm going to do, this is a 2.5mm drill bit. This is a 1/8 and a countersink with a stop. And I'm just using posi drives, I think. So I'm going to put a hole in here with the 2.5mm. Now that's my pilot hole that's already gone through, so the screw will grab a hold of that and not split my plywood. I told you this is cheap plywood. There we go. And then this guy here. Now this should pull it up nice and tight. It's just like having a clamp in there. Gotcha. And yes, I've got squeeze out straight away. That's why it's important to get these screws in quickly. So I'll quickly drill these. I had it on the wrong line there, didn't I? Basically, I'm putting them at 200mm apart. So in imperial, that's 8 inches, close enough. This bit from Amana Tools is brilliant. Screws in. So the most important thing is the glue selection today. If this had gone off on me quickly, I would have been in all sorts of strife. It wouldn't have given me the time to use the screws as clamps. Right at the end there, you can hear the drill just going, that's pulling it tight. It's just pulling up that little gap that's been left there. Right, that's all that side done. Let's do the other side. Cool. Hello, you coming to see me again, have you? You a good girl? Don't eat the screws. I don't know if you can see it there. Come on, you hop around the front here where everyone can say hello. No, screws are not for a young pug. Thank you. Nope. They're inquisitive, aren't they? Nope. Leave those alone. I'm sorry, I'm not doing much talking at the moment, but I'm kind of racing against time. I'll also put some in the base. Nope. Up. Look, they're going up out of the way. You'll end up swallowing one and I'll be in trouble. Right. Come on. This thing's brilliant. She's a funny little thing. All right, I'm going to tip it down ever so slightly, a bit more, so I can see what she can see what she's up to down here. All right. No. Oh, you didn't like that noise, did you? Can you see it? There's about 15 minutes left. And remember, we've got the drawer for the eye muffs. So if you have entered that, there's a lot of people entered. And if you don't win, obviously you can use the link that I've supplied to buy them, if you want. It's always nice winning something. Yeah, I was going to, as I say, I was going to domino here instead of screws, but I think the screws are going to work better for me as clamps in this area where it'd be very awkward for me to pull all this in tight. Nearly there. One more down there. Okay, that's that side screwed off. And let me have a look what else we've got here. That's all. Wow, that's pulled in beautifully. That's so good. It's pulled it up nice and tight. You can't eat the drill. Whilst I'm here, I'm going to also do these, if the dog's going to let me. There. Come on. Screws, where are they, Ness? Okay, so has anyone else got a helper in the shed like I've got here at the moment? She stops me getting bored. That's for sure. For sure. Yeah. Once I've got this panel on the other end screwed off, and it's only going to be a couple of minutes, I'll have a look at our viewers project, and I'll refresh your memory to, if you've got a partner who loves being creative and doing woodwork or whatever, it doesn't worry me. Send some stuff in, send some photos or a bit of video. Cool. Okay. The other end. What, Nessie, what are you doing there? No, don't eat screws. Not good. Not good for a puppy. Okay. Home straight. Come around this way a little bit further. No. No, don't bite it. No. Don't bite me either. This is going to be a great cart. I have got so much rubbish sitting around on benches and stuff that, like, valuable pieces of wood. And they're things that, you know, I don't want to throw them away, but they're too small to have any other area for them. I think that's all of them. Beautiful. Okay. That has pulled up beautifully. Tip this up a little bit. So in this end, I'll be able to put in 6 feet tall. This is 600 mil, so 2 feet tall, 3 feet and 1 foot. So I may end up putting some more dividers in so things don't slide around at all in there, but you know, this is going to be fantastic. All on wheels. Now we're going to do the section 4. Look out. No. She's an idiot. Okay, tip that down a little bit. All right, now we're going to do these parts, and this is for sheet goods to go in against. This is all screwed off, so it's all tight, so I don't have to worry about glue and clamps, all that kind of stuff. Come back a little bit further. To about there, that should be good. All right. Now, a little bit of glue, and I've also got some packers. It's dark. All right, I've got some packers, and I've written tall end and short end. Okay, these are spacers. There you go. Nope, get out of there. I don't need help. Put that up there out of the way for the moment. And this one's going down the other end because I did. You're being very hopeful, aren't you? I did. What do I do? All right, look, I'll put this one in. And then we'll have a look at the end of the show, and then we'll let everyone know who won. Then I'll finish this off during the Patreon chat session after. So if you're not aware, after the show, my patrons are invited to come and we'll have a chat for about half an hour after the show. And it's just goss about what's happening in people's lives. People who don't want the whole show. Nope. She's drinking water and stuff over there. She'll be fine. Okay. So we have a Zoom meeting, and the links are in Patreon, so you have to be a member to get into it. So anyone, $1 or $2 or whatever you want. $20 members get a patrons, and up get a free coffee mug. Get out of there. What do we, look at the glue on you. What's Mum going to say to me? Hey, what is she going to say to me? Look out. There we go. Beautiful. Nail gun. Look out. And the other end. Gotcha. Oh, this is great. Beautiful. I might throw a clamp on there as well. She's gone mental. One of her favourite things at the moment is running around the workshop and then going straight under the table saw, the cabinet down there. I'll put that in the centre so it's not going to go anywhere, and I'm going to put a pin down through the face. Look at that. And these are 2-inch nails, in case you're wondering. Using the spacer behind, oh, that didn't work, is stopping it from going all over the place. And that one slipped. That got it. And up, use the other one. Got it. Put a clamp on that while we're waiting. Just to pull it up tight. And at the bottom as well to pull that one up tight. And I'll do the rest this afternoon. She's checking. Is it all good? Is it? And I'll put another one there. Someone was asking me, when are we going to get the Besseys out? Well, there you go. We've got them out now. Parallel clamps, I love them. Let's pull it in nice and tight. Done. All right, that's enough assembling for the moment. I'll clean the glue off and pull those dud nails out. But you can see here, tall pieces of offcut are going to go in here. Shorter pieces of offcut are going to go in here for melamine. The other side for ordinary wood. And where's she gone? Let's swing around to this one. There you go. It's, yeah, a bit of a marathon, but I'll tell you what, an hour. So this is something you really need to consider. If you're doing a glue up and you need to have, I agree, thanks Mike. You need to give yourself time. Now, if I was going to be longer than that with that particular job, what I would have done is I would have used epoxy. Now, epoxy takes a lot longer. It takes an hour to 2 hours before it starts to say, hey, you're not going to move me around anymore, no matter what clamp you put on. This stuff, you can see I was traveling between possibly 20 minutes to 25 minutes, maximum time that I had before I screwed that particular section or clamped that particular section. All right, where's my run sheet? I've probably lost it. The dogs might have eaten it, what have you, I don't know. But gone off the edge. There it is, found it. Remember the story, the dog ate my homework? Screen's frozen. Okay, now, Kevin's project. Let's have a quick look here. Now, Kevin has built this stool. Now, what he did, he sent in to me a thing. Dave, Kevin Budke, Dave, I hope all is good with you. I built the timber stool from your video on YouTube. Great project for my shop, and I'm using it now every day. Somewhat of a new woodworker, so this was a bit of a challenge for me, but your video helped when I got stuck on something that I wasn't certain of. The seat is red oak, and the center is soft maple. Let's go to the next photo, so you can see from the side. The frame and legs are from pallet wood carcasses, all 2-inch thick. So here's a view from the top. That's the oak and the soft maple. And it's fantastic. I love it. It's honesty of just being a rough and raw product. See, Kevin hasn't taken off the stamps from the pallet wood at all. This is a stool with character. I like it a lot, Kevin. I think you've done a great job. Back to, hold on, the mouse is frozen. No, back again, got it. That's that, we're just on 12 o'clock, just gone 3 minutes past. Better Halves Projects, stool created by Kevin, the woodcut assembly, which we're still doing, and I'll possibly finish it off. This part, I got another little part we might do next weekend, so we'll see how we go. And glue on my fingers, of course. Now, the winner of the eye muffs went to Australia, and the name is Michael Milligan. So Michael, congratulations. I will get in touch with George from Eye Muffs, and he will send some stuff out to you. Now, if you're watching at the moment, Michael, can you please send me an email and just letting me know your phone number and address. This is for the postage. So these days couriers like to have a mobile number on it, so when they send the stuff out to anyone, they can contact you if you're not home, all that kind of stuff. So Michael Milligan, congratulations. And you'll need to tell us what color you want. Remember, these are this style. You can get this, you can get pink, you can get blue. Go to their website and have a look, see the different colors. All right, so that's it for today. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to. Say something nice if you can. It's always nice to get some kind of a feedback to let me know if I'm going in the right direction. So leave comments after the show. If you have a look in the description box below, there are affiliate links, and I'm totally open about that. So if you want to click on those or even save them onto your tool path, your menu across the top of your browser, so anytime you click on that, it will take you in and the show gets a benefit for it. Keeps me keen to do this. That's it. Look after yourselves, be nice to each other, and I shall see you next week. Don't forget the Zoom, people. Bye.